Welcome to the only daily podcast focusing on compliance news of the day. Each morning, start your day with a cup of coffee and Tom Fox, the voice of compliance, to hear about 4 of the top compliance, corruption, or leadership stories you will need to start your day. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network.
The Daily Compliance News for May 12, 2025, the Corruption in Broad Daylight edition. And we begin with that story from the Arizona Central, or AZ Central, which reports that Senator Mark Kelly has blasted Donald Trump's crypto corruption in broad daylight. The willingness of Donald Trump to profit off being president is more shameless than anything, any place, any way, every time it's ever been, if that is possible, according to the good senator. He certainly didn't mince words when it comes to pointing out Trump's willingness to use the office to grift. And Kelly is one of the sponsors called End Crypto Corruption Act, which would prohibit the president, vice president, senior executive of the branch officials and members of Congress and their immediate families from issuing, endorsing, or sponsoring crypto assets, such as meme coins or stable coins. As Kelly put it in his news release, Trump is cashing in on his presidency and making millions from his own crypto coins. This is corruption in broad daylight. I'm supporting this bill to make it illegal for the president and other government officials to profit from crypto assets. It's a time to stop this. Next up, from the Wall Street Journal technology section, reports that Italy's price comparison operator is suing Google for over $3.33 billion in damages over what the regulator calls anti-competitive behavior. The lawsuit, which leans on a key European Commission ruling, alleges the tech giant abused its market domination to suppress competition from an Italian company. The Italian regulator said that between 2010 and 2017, the tech giant favored its own Google shopping service over rival comparisons, and this hindered the growth of Italian companies. So looks like the chickens are coming home to roost for a lot of large U.S. tech companies in the EU based upon conduct that they engaged in the past decade. Next up, a story that certainly brought a smile to my face, and it should surprise no one, is that Lloyd's of London has developed insurance cover for losses charged by chatbot errors. Insurers at Lloyd's have launched a program to cover companies for losses caused by malfunctioning AI tools as the sector aims to profit from concerns about the risk of costly hallucinations and errors by chatbots. I presaged this finding, or this event rather, in a Compliance Into the Weeds episode with Matt Kelly, but it makes perfect sense to me that if you have an error in your corporation, then and you get sued over it, there should be insurance coverage for it. And our final story comes to us from the BBC, which reports that Apple hits back at the judge's extraordinary contempt order. Apple was severely spanked by the district court over its App Store. The judge found last week that the tech giant willfully violated an order she made in the case back in 2021. Apple says you cannot punish us because it's core to our business, and to impose punishment for Apple for noncompliance is not valid under these circumstances. So pretty bold position taken by Apple. It's not going to go very far with the district court. What it does on appeal, who knows? The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.